Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what promises to be one of the most compelling and emotionally charged moments of the early 2026 tennis season. Around the world, from the buzzing streets of Manila to the historic avenues of Bucharest and every tennis-loving corner of the planet, there's a growing sense that something special is unfolding under the desert lights of the Middle East. The hard courts of the Aviation Club Tennis Center are glowing beneath the evening sky, and the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships has delivered a storyline that feels bigger than a simple round of 16 encounter. This feels like a crossroads moment, a meeting where history, momentum, culture, and elite performance collide in real time. Tomorrow, we witness a first-ever clash that carries enormous symbolic weight. On one side stands the pride of the Philippines, a 20-year-old force who has rewritten expectations for Southeast Asian tennis, Alexandra Eala. Across the net stands a seasoned stalwart of the modern era, the Romanian veteran, world number 32, Sorana Cirstea, a player whose experience, power, and precision have allowed her to remain a consistent threat on the WTA Tour for more than a decade. This is more than just a match on paper. This is a measuring stick, a modern David versus Goliath scenario, but with a twist. Because the underdog in this story is no longer unknown. She is arriving with momentum, belief, and a thunderous backing of an entire nation and diaspora. Eala enters this contest riding the wave of a career milestone ranking that she achieved only recently. Her journey has been fast, emotional, and historic. From her breakthrough moments in Miami last season to her gritty performances to begin 2026, she has transformed from promising prospect into legitimate tour-level threat. She is technically the lower-ranked player, but ranking numbers alone do not capture the atmosphere surrounding her matches in this region. When Eala competes in Dubai, it feels like home. The Filipino community across the UAE turns stadium sections into oceans of flags, chants, and energy that can shake even the most experienced opponents. That emotional wave could play a decisive role, because standing on the other side is one of the most experienced competitors on the tour today. Cersei arrives with credentials that command respect. The Romanian star has built an incredible career highlighted by deep runs at Grand Slams, including a final appearance at the US Open, multiple WTA titles, and a reputation for one of the most dangerous backhands on tour. She is relentless from the baseline, combining power, depth, and experience in a way that frustrates even top 10 players. She doesn't just overpower opponents. She constructs points intelligently, mixes pace, and keeps you guessing until the final stroke. Against many players, that formula is suffocating. For Eala, this match represents another graduation test. If she wants to show the tennis world that her rise is only beginning, if she wants to prove she belongs in the same conversations as top 20 players and title contenders, then she must find solutions against someone as complete, battle-tested, and mentally resilient as Cersei. Tournament organizers clearly understand the magnitude of this matchup. Scheduling has placed this clash into a prime evening slot, ensuring maximum global attention. The atmosphere is expected to be electric. Eala arrives after a hard-fought first round, where her composure, shot-making, and aggressive intent left a lasting impression on fans and opponents alike. Meanwhile, Cersei enters fresh, having received a first-round bye. She has had time to study, prepare, and physically recharge. She knows that rising stars are most dangerous when playing freely, and she will aim to control the tempo early with her experience and tactical acumen. To truly understand what tomorrow represents, we have to look at the journey that brought both players here. 2 years ago, Eala was still navigating the difficult transition from junior dominance to professional consistency. She hovered outside the top 150, learning week by week. Fast forward to today, and she is firmly planted inside the elite competitive tier of the tour. The turning point came during her deep run at a major WTA event last year, where she broke mental barriers and proved she could defeat world-class opponents on the biggest stages. Coming into Dubai, her form has been a combination of brilliance and resilience. Her recent quarterfinal run in Abu Dhabi helped her adapt to desert conditions where the ball travels faster and rallies demand quick decision-making. These conditions amplify her natural left-handed spin, particularly her cross-court forehand that drags right-handed opponents off balance. However, there are still areas opponents will target. Her second serve has occasionally been vulnerable, especially against aggressive returners. Against someone like Cersei, who thrives on stepping inside the baseline and punishing any short ball, Eala must serve at a high percentage and place the ball carefully. Cersei, meanwhile, is arguably playing some of the most intelligent tennis of her career. She has proven that elite footwork, anticipation, and tactical intelligence can dismantle even the biggest hitters. She takes time away from opponents and thrives on rhythm, especially on fast hard courts where she can redirect pace with precision. Tactically, this match will likely hinge on serve and return battles. Eala must maintain a strong first serve percentage to avoid giving Cersei early attacking opportunities. She must also vary spins and locations to keep the Romanian guessing. The cross-court exchanges will also be critical. Eala's lefty forehand naturally targets Cersei's backhand, but Cersei's two-handed backhand is stable and precise, capable of changing direction sharply and forcing Eala into defensive positions. Physically, both players are strong competitors. Eala has youth, recovery, and agility on her side. Cersei brings elite endurance, match toughness, and a wealth of experience that often proves decisive in extended rallies. Eala must look to shorten points through aggressive patterns, angles, and surprise changes in pace to avoid Cersei settling into a rhythm. The crowd factor cannot be overstated. Filipino support in the UAE is massive and passionate. For Eala, this is emotional fuel. For Cersei, it creates a challenging environment, though she has shown over the years that she can remain composed under pressure in stadiums worldwide. Weather conditions could also play a role. Slight evening winds could impact ball flight, especially on high-spin serves. Cersei's flatter ball trajectory may handle windy conditions slightly better, while Eala will need to adjust quickly if wind becomes a factor. Another unknown is the head-to-head factor. These players have never faced each other professionally. That creates an early match feeling-out period where Eala's lefty spin could create early confusion if she starts aggressively. Ranking pressure also differs. Cersei carries expectations and points to defend, while Eala plays with more freedom. That psychological freedom often makes underdogs extremely dangerous. Statistically, Eala has shown she can compete with top 20 opponents, even if results are still building. Cersei has historically handled left-handed players well, using backhand direction changes and depth to neutralize spin advantages. To win, Eala must serve efficiently, attack second serves, mix rhythm, and avoid long grinding rallies. Cersei's path to victory relies on consistency, deep returns, targeting Eala's backhand under pressure, and establishing control of rallies early to quiet the crowd. This match also represents something bigger for global tennis. Women's tennis is entering a transition era where new global markets and emerging stars are reshaping the sport. Eala represents the rise of Southeast Asian tennis influence. A win would send a powerful message about the next generation. For Cersei, this is about maintaining her position among the elite and proving her longevity and tactical mastery against emerging challengers. Prediction-wise, Cersei enters as favorite due to ranking, experience, and tactical consistency. But Eala's momentum, crowd energy, and fearless shot-making create real upset potential. A three-set battle feels likely, with momentum swings driven by emotion, tactics, and physical endurance. Regardless of the result, fans are guaranteed high-level athleticism, strategic depth, and emotional storytelling. Whether you support the Philippines, Romania, or simply love elite tennis, this is must-watch competition. We will be covering every moment, every key rally, and every turning point as this tournament unfolds. The stage is set, the players are ready, the world is watching. Tomorrow night, under the Dubai lights, the future meets the present, and tennis wins either way. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the match.